everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for joining me. All right, so today I'm going to be putting my 2026 budget planner together. I am a cash stuffer, so I don't use the usual budget sheets or budget planners from Happy Planner because to me that's just tracking. And with cash stuffing, it's a different method. So I have my own, I have to put my own planner together basically for my cash stuffing purposes. So I use the cash breakdown sheets. These are from yours truly. It's an Etsy shop. And then I also use these sinking funds tracker sheets from PlanwithIlysse. I'll link those Etsy shops in my description. That's where I get these two. And then for this year, usually I use a Happy Planner and just use the monthly and the dividers and things like that. But this year, I'm going to use Live.Love.Posh's minimal monthly inserts. I already put this planner together earlier. If you want to see the setup, it's a few videos back. If I remember, I'll try to link that in the description as well. But the cover is Live.Love.Posh. These discs are Live.Love.Posh. And this is a pen holder. This also is Live.Love.Posh. I am an affiliate for her team, and I have an affiliate link that will be linked in the description. And I have a code, Mika10, that will give you 10% off of your purchase, not including any bundle sets. But I love this cover. There's plenty of pockets. Slots here. The dividers are hers. Everything in this planner is Live.Love.Posh. And I'll go through everything once I'm done setting it up. But this was the minimal monthly, like I said. These pages that I am showing you right now come with all of her planner inserts. She has a vertical layout. She has a weekly overview. I'm using that one for my social media. I love her inserts, you guys. Yeah, so everything is on her website. You can literally, if you have not found a planner that will suit you for the coming year, I suggest you go check out her website. She has everything. She has discs, she has covers, she has dividers, everything. So just check her out if you're still looking. But these pages that I'm showing you now, they come with all of her inserts, vision boards. You got your vision, word of the year, your year in pixels, when did I last, your annual bill tracker. You have your reading tracker, notes, and then it goes right into the month. So this is going to be your monthly dashboard or your overview for the month. I'm trying to make room here. Let's move the floor. Ugh. Okay, so this is the monthly dashboard, and then here's your month at a glance, or your monthly layout, and then this is going to be like this is why I decided I'm going to use this for my budgeting for this year, because there's already a space here every month for your budget overview, your bills. I could still use my monthly habits because that's like for spending and things like that I could track. A monthly mood tracker, and then you have your key here. And so with the minimal monthly, you just have a to-do list type of thing, and then you have your monthly inbox. You have some dot grid, free space, and then your month in review, rate your month, highlights of the month, challenges you face, lessons you learned. You don't have to use this for budgeting. You can use this however you want, but I feel like this would be great for budgeting because I can use this. I'll definitely use the monthly. I'll definitely use this. This page I don't need, so I'm going to take this out. And it's fine because it's like a to-do list, so I can use this anytime. Or with any other planner, I can add that page in. That's a good idea. Maybe I should put that in my catch-all. But I want to use this because I love the space here. I can take notes or anything I need to note for the month as far as my budget is concerned. It's a good idea for me to rate my month as far as my budgeting. How have I been doing? Because I found that at the end of this year, I have not been doing as well as I would like to. So this is a good way for me to reflect on the month, to make sure, you know, I'm on track, still doing what I need to do. Highlights of the month could still be applied to the budgeting, right? Challenges I face could still be applied to budgeting, and lessons learned could still be applied to budgeting. So that's why I'm going to keep this page in here. So I'm keeping these two. And then I'm going to add my cash breakdown sheets. These are printables. And like I said, I will have that linked. But I'm going to put 2 in here because there's 2 pay periods for me. I get paid paid bi-weekly. So I like to keep 2 of those in there to break down my paychecks. And then I do 1 of PlanwithIlysse's sinking funds tracker per month. And I like to make sure that I'm keeping track of my high priority binder, which is my emergency, my savings, 3 months ahead. I like to keep track of, and a few other things. So I want to keep track of those every month. So I always add that. And then another thing I wanted to add are these Happy Planner half sheets. I love these half sheets, you guys. So I'm going to add this. Maybe I'll do 2. Let's just do 2. I want to do 2 in the beginning. Let's do... Let's do 2. And what I'm also going to do, since I'm thinking about it, is I'm going to take one of these as well when I'm done filming. And I want to go through like all of my monthly subscriptions and anything that is like auto pay, like gym membership and things like that. And then I'm going to list them out for the dates that they are due so that I can move them to each month so I can update my monthly calendar for that month. So I want to put it here for now so I remember. And then every month I'll take this out. When February hits, I'll just move this over to February so I can record my dates in my monthly. So when I'm planning and budgeting and everything, it's already there. So we have the 2 sheets, 2 half sheets. And these, I use these half sheets if I am, say if it's a regular check, but all of a sudden, like I have overtime pay or something, and I need to recalculate where my money and things are going to go, then I'll add it there. If unexpected expenses come up, I can add it here, figure everything out. So I like to just have those extra sheets. Usually I put like the big note paper, but I love the half sheets now. So I'm just going to use the half sheets. All right, so we're done with January. Yeah, and I think I'm going to add those extra sheets to my catch-all. All right, so here is February. And we're going to take this out. And once I'm done, I will go through this whole, we'll go through it. And so you guys can see it, how it's all put together. But I have to do my... And for cash stuffing, just in case you do not know anything about that, but I use these cash breakdown sheets and I put the names of my envelopes. This is one of my binders. So you would put the name of your envelope and whatever amount you're going to put in there for that particular paycheck, and then your breakdown. So if I'm putting 150, I'll put 100 and then 50, and then underneath on the bottom, you would, total everything up, make sure it all adds up, and then that's what you would take out of the bank to put in your envelopes. All right, so we have 2 cash breakdowns. And then I need 1 sinking funds. And then we're going to do two half sheets. I was not sure about how I was going to use this minimum monthly, but I knew I wanted to use it. And then when I was doing, I think setting it up, I realized, and I was like, I think I could use this for my budget. So I was excited about that. And do 2 of the cash breakdowns. And I think I'm still going to put some extra sheets in the back, of course. Makes sense to do that. Because we love our paper. Well, I love my paper. And I have tried, you guys, so many budgeting tools and, like, you know, practices and things like that. And I've tried so many budgeting planners, and I promise y'all, like, nothing worked. And to me, like I said, it was just wasn't helping me. I didn't need to track my budget. I really needed to what month are we on? April. Okay. I really needed to get a hold of my budget. I knew I was an overspender. It wasn't, that wasn't information I needed to know. Like, it wasn't helpful to me. I really needed to learn how to budget, because I was the person that would go grocery shopping, and then the next, maybe 2 days after, oh, you know, I'm in the mood for pork chops. I don't have any pork chops. Let me go to the store again. And then that trip ended up being a $60 trip. On top of the fact that I literally just went grocery shopping. And y'all, I was going to the grocery store. Yeah, okay, that month is done. So many times a week, so many trips to Walmart, so many trips, so many, like, online stuff, and just swiping cards and ordering online. It was so bad. And then I used to think, like, well, because when I was younger, nobody taught me how to budget. I did not know how to do that. I grew up in the era of, if you get something cut off, we put it in somebody else's name. That's the era I grew up in. Then I got out of that, and I became the payment arrangement queen. When I tell y'all, OMG, even if I had the money to pay a bill, if my bill came in and it was $150, if I could call them and only have to pay $20, I'm paying the $20. And that's the way I worked. And to me, that was an improvement. It was like, okay, good, you're doing it. As long as and not money to do anything in particular with. It wasn't like, okay, I needed that money, that extra money to pay another bill. No. I just wanted it for me. Like, it was no reason. I just didn't want to give it to them. So that was my thinking. Every time, if I can get away with a payment arrangement, that's what I'm going to do. And that went on for a long time. And then I got divorced, living by myself. And I was just like, I can't keep living like this. It's crazy. I'm just going to start paying my bills. Right? That's why I was just like, you're going to start paying your bills. So that's what I started doing. And for me, it was an accomplishment because of where I came from. And I felt like, okay, so say if my check, for instance, was $1,000. If after all my bills were paid, I had $500 left. That was my money to spend, right? And that was my thinking. This is my money and I get to spend it. My bills are paid. You're doing good, girl. High five and go spend your money. So that's what I would do. And when people would talk about saving and budgeting and things like that, okay, July, I need 3 of the cash breakdowns. When people would talk about saving money and this and that, and I used to always go, I don't know, you know, I wish I could do that. I don't have money to save. That was my thing. Like, I don't have money to save because after I pay my bills, whatever is left is my money. And why should I save it? Like, it's my money. That's what I thought. So, and I really did believe that. I was always really like, oh, I wish I could save like that. Oh, that's so sad I can't save. And then next month, I'm blowing $600. Oh, I wish I could save like that. The next month, $550 blown. Oh, I wish, like, I was literally believing that, like, there's no way I could save. I don't make enough to save anything. And I finally was like, you know what? You tried everything else. Try the cash stuffing. Just see if it'll work. Just see. Because my thing was, I'm like, okay, I have it in the envelope, but I don't trust myself to be like, okay, I want to go shopping or I want to go here. I don't have it on my card. Let me go and just take it out of my envelopes. And at the end of the month, still don't have any money because I'm just digging in the envelopes. That's why I felt like this is not going to be something I can do. I don't trust myself to do it. But honestly, you guys, it worked. And I was shocked. Like, I was so shocked. Like, the money I keep in my cash stuffing envelopes, I promise you guys, I never even think about it. I never even think about it until I'm doing my video or like budgeting or whatever. And it's so funny to me. And I was trying to tell my sister that too. And I'm like, because we came from the same background, the same relationship with money. I don't know who was worse, me or her. We were like, ugh, it was terrible. And I started to tell her, like, I think I was maybe 6 months into cash stuffing. And I showed her and I'm like, look, this really works. Like, I'm telling you, you should try it. It really does work. But she said she was like, she'll think about it. I thought she got the 100 envelope challenge, but I think I asked her a few months ago and she said no, she never got it. But I could have swore she said she had ordered it. But I even my cousin too, like when I first started doing this, I was telling her, because again, we have the same spending habits. And I was trying to tell her, like, you should start it. You should start it. I'm starting it. And she watched me for a few months. And then she was like, you know what? I was really skeptical about it because I thought that, you know, when I start seeing you saving and stuff, she was like, my whole thing with saving is I always feel like I can't spend, like I'm limiting myself and I can't, like she would be lacking in an area if she started saving. She was like, but watching you do your cash stuffing and you never are in need of anything. You still are able to buy whatever you want. You still are saving money. And she was like, I don't know. It just makes me think like maybe this is something I need to do. And she was like, I just thought that you would be like, oh, I don't have it, or you just would never have any money. And I was like, no, I really do have money that I can spend. And I know where everything is. It's not a lack. It's you have the money now. So, but she got the 100 envelope challenge. I don't know if she started it, but she has it, and she got all the stuff to start her cash stuffing. But I think she started it. She set up her envelopes and stuff, but I don't think she has been, well, I know she hasn't been actively doing it as of yet. But hopefully for 2026, she'll start fresh and she'll start doing it too. But I'm telling you guys, like, this was such a lifesaver for me. I looked and tried to find everything, and I'm like, nothing is working for me. Nothing is keeping me on point and on track. And I have been doing this cash stuffing since June or July of last year. Yeah, because this is my first full year of cash stuffing. And I'm glad that I have like a full year and a half in, because I can see for like next year, for 2026, what's working for me, where do I need to tighten it up, because there are still areas now I'm finding that I need to tighten up and do better so I can get better results. So that's what I'm doing for 2026, because the end of the year kind of got away from me, and there are things that I should have been saving for, but like I said, this is the first full year that I've done it, so I don't know. I was kind of like, okay, like this year was like still a trial period for me. And now I know, like I said, what I need to do so that the end of the year is not gonna mess me up too much. I mean, I haven't stopped cash stuffing, but there were things that came up that kind of messed with what I had going on. So, and I could have saved a lot more. That's for sure, but every little bit helps, right? And the thing is, like, you could get hung up a couple of months or whatever. The thing about it is you don't quit. You keep at it. You know, every month is not going to be the greatest, especially when you're coming from, like myself, long term of just not being financially responsible, not being really taught how to be financially responsible. And that's a lot of years, a lot of years of bad spending habits, of having a bad relationship with money. So, you still got to give yourself grace, but don't stop. You know, you're going to, like I said, you're going to have months where it's like, okay, I really can't or whatever. But when you can, you jump right back on that wagon and you keep going. You keep going. I am a testament of someone who, again, came from the put it in someone else's name era, who came from payment arrangements. I told y'all, I'm the payment arrangement queen. I was. If I didn't have to give you everything, I'm not going to. Whether I had it or not, I was not going to. Don't give me a reason. That was my whole thing. You don't give me a reason to add to my spending fund. That's what it was. Spending fun. It wasn't anything important. It was just, I want this more than I want to give it to you. Not for any particular reason, just so that I can have the fun that I want to have. And now that I'm saving, it's like I really did have it to save, and I really am not lacking. That's the word. That's what she said. That you're not lacking. And I'm not. I'm cash stuffing and I am not lacking. I'm not out here like, oh, I wish I had. No, I'm still living life, still enjoying life, but I'm doing it in a responsible way. Another example is like my son, for instance. Yeah, December gets 3. And this is it. Yeah, these are the extra. These are the extra sheets I put back here. Should I keep these in here? I think I should. I'll keep these in here because I needed the extra note pages anyway. And we'll just do it this way. Yeah, so even when my son, he's older now, but when he got his first apartment a few months ago, he needed help with some of the security deposit and things like that. And it did my heart good to be able to help him and not have to say, well, wait till I get paid. Wait till I get paid. Because that's how it used to be. Like, let me see what my next check is looking like. It felt so good to be able to say, what do you need? I got it. And I was able to give it to him and still not hurt in any way in what I was saving and what I had put together. So, yeah. This thing is pretty stuffed. So that was good. Yeah, I couldn't add any extra pages in here if I wanted to. This thing is like... Yeah, honestly, guys, I really felt good. Like, that was a really good moment for me because if anybody ever told me a long time ago that I would be able to do that, I would be like, you know, you guys, granted, it wasn't thousands and thousands of dollars, but for me, coming again where, like I was saying, where I came from, to me, it was a big deal because that's always been my response to anything that comes up is, now I gotta wait till I get paid. Now I gotta wait till I get paid. So, yeah. And like I said, to be able to give it to him and it not break me, I'm not out here now trying to figure out, okay, how I'm going to pay my UI or how I'm going to, you know, and I have to go, you know, try to figure stuff out and move checks, you know, move bills around and see if, you know, I didn't have to do that. And it felt wonderful. So if you have never cash stuffed, or if you are still trying to find a budgeting method that works for you and you have not tried cash stuffing, I would suggest you try it. I'm telling you, it literally changed my life. And you got to trust yourself. And you got to be honest with yourself because you're you. You know what you're capable of doing. You know what you can handle and what you can't handle. So you have to be honest with yourself. All right, so let's go through this. This is the beginning pages we went through. And this is the divider for January. These dividers are from Live.Love.Posh, like I said, but these are her seasonal dividers. So we'll just go through them. This is for January. So here is my dashboard for January. Here is my monthly. And I have my... Oh, this is the one I'm going to put the monthly subscriptions on. But this is the half sheet here. And then this is my overview. These are my half sheets for the month. My cash breakdown sheets for my 2 paychecks. And then this is my sinking funds tracker from PlanwithIlysse. This is where I'm going to keep track of monthly, all of my high priority envelopes and my savings challenges. That's going to go in here too. So I can keep track of that. And then here is the last page. I just have some free dot grid space there. My month in review, I can rate it. My 3 highlights, the challenges I faced, lessons I learned. Notes page, and then we go straight into February in the same setup. So that's the February divider. This is March. If you guys was not looking at them, this is April. May. These are so gorgeous, y'all. June. July, August, September, October, November. This is so cute. And then December. So this is going to be my budget planner for 2026. Yeah, I am not the kind of person that does like monthly budgeting setup videos because I don't really have time to do that every month, and I need to keep this as convenient as possible so that I can stick with it. If I had to do that every month, I honestly don't think I would have kept up with it because it's just too much to do. So this works for me. Maybe later on I'll do it every month, but I don't do a budget setup every single month. I put it together at the beginning of the year, and that is that. So that when every time I get paid, my planner is ready to go and I can just plug in my numbers and figure it all out. Another thing is with my cash stuffing, I do not cash stuff my bills. Those are taken out automatically, not automatically, electronically. That's how I pay those. So those are not, I don't cash stuff bills. Some people do that. Some people, it works for them. It's easier for me to just pay those online per use. But what I cash stuff is what I have after, you know, the $500 to $600 that I would usually just blow, right? That's what I'm cash stuffing. I had another thought about that. Oh, yeah, when I first, that was a hard thing for me to wrap my mind around. When when you're first learning it, and it was like every dollar has to be accounted for, it has to go somewhere. The whole thing about feeling like you're lacking, I understand that. For my cousin, I understand that viewpoint, because that's the way I felt too in the beginning. It was like, every dollar is accounted for, so what do I have? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't like this. Like, I already don't like this. How is it that all my money is accounted for and I don't have anything? This is crazy. But you really do. You budget for that. So I don't know. That just came to me because yeah, that tripped me out. Oh, I have to put my bookmark in here. This is a bookmark from Happy Planner. It's a Disney one. The world needs your special kind of magic. And we're going to put this in here. I am too excited that I am ready to go already for January, especially since this month is flying. Okay. So I am ready to go. Super excited. And again, if you're new to cash stuffing, I have been filming my complete journey since day one. So if you are interested in this method and, want to know more about it, you can watch my videos. I have them all here on this channel from day one. I was doing stuff in the beginning that I had no idea what the heck I was doing, but I was just like, this is a way to keep me accountable. And yeah, so this was a full-on learning process. And if you want to see that, like I said, I have a full playlist of all my budgeting videos. Before I go, in my last cash stuffing video, I was talking about, even in this video, I was talking about how I'm noticing like the end of the year, some things that I wasn't accounting for is kind of really things I need to account for next year. So I ended up getting another binder because I need one now. And this one I got from Shiny Art Budget. It's an Etsy shop and I will have her linked. This is my first time ordering from her. And when I say she ships fast, I literally ordered this like 2 days ago. But keep in mind, she's a local, she's local here for me. I'm in Connecticut. She's right here in Connecticut, which is a bonus. And another bonus is that she ships pretty fast. But this is from, like I said, Shiny Art Budget. I will have her information in the description. And I just wanted to open this up with you guys. And I started with 3 binders. And I was always like, because I see other people, they have so many binders. And I'm like, oh my gosh. These are so cute. I love these. But I'm like, this is all I need. This is all I need. Like, I'm going to stick to my own budgeting. That's the thing about cash stuffing. It's however you would like to do it. Nobody has your budget. It's your budget. So you need to do it the way it works for you, you know? And that's it. And that's what I found. And then as you start, like I said, I've only been doing this a year and a half, and I started with 3, and now I feel like I need another one. So I'm gonna grab another one. I'm gonna need another one again because I'm doing a 3 months ahead. I have a 3 months ahead envelope that I want to have separated, like 3 months of rent, 3 months of my electricity bill, 3 months of my phone bill, but I haven't gotten enough in that envelope yet to split it out. But when I do, I'm going to have another binder for that in specific, that specifically. So these are so cute. And I got a charm. I can use as charm for this one. So this is the Lilac binder. I was debating between this one and the white one, but I said I'll get this one instead. Look at this. So nice. And it has the gold hardware. Super nice. I love this. Yeah, I don't use the pockets or anything because I just use them to hold my envelopes, but this is still a cute one if you wanted to and wanted to bring this one out as your wallet. You most certainly can. So cute, you guys. So yeah, this is from Shiny Art Budget. I will have it in the description, but this is going to be my new binder that I will have to set up actually with all of the things, and that will be added to my collection over there. And yeah, I think that is it, you guys. So yeah, I am super excited that I got my budgeting planner ready to go because, like I said, these weeks, days, hours, minutes are not stopping for anyone. And I got another challenge which I'm going to use. This is so cute. I might laminate it. Yeah, I think I'm going to laminate it so that I can use this over and over. So yeah, I'll do that. This is cute. And I have cats. Oh, this is so cute. All right. So that is it, you guys. Let me put this here. I got another binder, so I'm going to get another one. So nice. All right. So that's it, you guys. I have set up my 2026 budget planner. It's all ready to go. I have my other binder I have to set up. And then I need to get another one, like I said, later on. That's going to be for my 3 months ahead. All my 3 months ahead stuff. So that's it. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button. And if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so you are notified when new videos are uploaded. Hope you guys are having an awesome Saturday or whatever day you're watching this. Please, please, please stay safe. So much stuff going on out there in the world right now. So please stay safe and be the reason someone smiles today. Okay? And I'll talk to you all later. Bye.